Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashir Makal Kodesh, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds for Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Ekalia, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about the World War III prophecy. All right, so here it is. We have this article from RT, and the title simply says, "The world is heading towards war, and it will begin in the Middle East. The multifaceted nature of what started as an Israel-Gaza conflict makes it chaotic, unpredictable, and likely to spread." Okay? With each passing day, the Middle East inches closer to a full-scale, devastating war. Multiple regional powers are involved, each being pushed by its own internal and external pressures further away from peace. Okay? So, I haven't read the article, but the rest of the article, based off of the tone, it looks like they're going to start talking about what's going on and what, it is and the reasons for it leading to this situation that they're talking about, right? Now, within this situation, okay, there are many things going on right here regarding biblical prophecy, okay? First of all, it's talking about war happening in the Middle East, and then you have the state of Israel, which is a part of the situation that's occurring as to why they believe that the world is heading towards a war and that it will happen in the Middle East. So the state of Israel, the Israelis, who are Edomites, who rule this wicked kingdom today, they are a part of the World War III prophecies, okay? They play a major role in it in regards to America and her role in it, where the state of Israel, it is their role, according to prophecy, that they will force America to go to war with them. They will draw America out to go to war with them, with the state of Israel. Because the state of Israel, the way how they've been moving, when you look at the world, okay, they've been doing things to cause continuous tensions against their enemies. All right, now the Hamas thing and all of that kind of stuff, we know that there are ties to Iran, and Iran has been a part of this whole thing as well, right? They have targeted Iran, etc. Iran is also a major player in this. Iran is on the other side, the opposing faction, okay, against the state of Israel, US and NATO. All right, that's one side. And then you have the Russians and her allies. And Iran, according to Ezekiel chapter 38, it says that it mentions Persia, which Persia today are known as the Iranians, right? They are a major part of biblical prophecy regarding World War III. All right, so Russia and her allies. So, it mentions these heretics. It mentions Iran's restraint in not retaliating for the assassination of Hamas Politburo chief Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran on July 31st, 2024. So here it is. They mentioned the state of Israel. They've mentioned Iran. Okay, they've mentioned, here it is, they're mentioning Russia as well. Another major player in it. The United States, major players. All right. So it even mentions, why is Iran holding fire? Why is Iran holding fire? Now, the most simplest answer to that is because of Yahweh Shemishai. The time is not ripe as yet for the time that it needs to be. When that time comes, for when things are to pop off, then it will pop off. World War III cannot happen in a way that it will end in, the destruction cannot come until the mark of the beast prophecy, which is a markship, is made fully mandatory worldwide. Not until that prophecy comes to pass. Then can the World War III prophecy hit its climax of, America losing America's enemies shooting missiles at her, and even her own allies shooting missiles at her as it pertains to Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. All right, so this is what's going on. All right, but here it is, you have all of the major players, and literally the scriptures mention all of these things, right? All of these people or nations being a part of this. So anyway, back to the top, the world is heading towards war, and it will begin in the Middle East. Indeed. And this war, okay, in the book of Revelation chapter 16 and verse 16, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. Okay, so Armageddon is that place that the Lord is going to be gathering all of the heathen together, right? And that place, okay, let's go to Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. And the Lord is talking about the heathen. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And by the way, when I say the heathen, who are the heathen? Because, you might have some new people watching. Okay, the heathen is every single nation that is not the nation of Israel. Okay, there are 18 nations in total, right? We are one of them. So the other 17 nations, they're counted as heathen. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Assemble yourselves and gather all ye to heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty one to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat is Yehoshaphat, which is Yahweh's judgment, right? For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Lord is going to gather them into that place, all right, together, and he's going to judge them, all right? And I read before that place where it says, gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon, right? And that place is that World War III, which of course, Revelation 11 verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The second woe is World War II, the third woe is World War III. And it also says, in the Middle East, the war is heading, okay? But we know that the war is going to be there. That is the main area of contention, because Bible prophecy says that it will be the main area of contention, right? Here it is in the book of Joel chapter 2 and verse 20. But I will move far off from you the northern army is talking about the US and NATO, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. And that land barren and desolate is the land of Saudi Arabia. That land over there, okay? Let's open up a Google map, right? And then you'll be able to see it, okay? So the land is Saudi Arabia with his face toward the East Sea. The East Sea is referring to the Euphrates River. So if you do have your map open, you can see where Saudi Arabia is. You can see where the Euphrates River is. And his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And the utmost sea is the Red Sea. So you can see where the Red Sea is. You can see where the Euphrates River is. You can see where the land of Saudi Arabia is. And then you'll be able to see where that area is. Okay, and when you look at it, you can see that is the area of contention over there in that area, over there in the Middle East. Okay, and things will escalate further as we get closer to the end of the rulership of the Edomites. Okay, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. Right, so they're going to lose. So based on biblical prophecy, we know they're going to lose. Right. The scriptures say that we know in part and we prophesy in part. And when it comes to these prophecies, there are many things that cannot be answered. But like, we know what's going to happen. Like, we know World War III is coming. We know that it's called Armageddon. We know that it's going to happen in the Middle East. We know that the Lord is going to gather all of the heathen together. I mean, when you look at the news in the world, you can see these things happening, right? Where it's gradually happening, where the Lord is putting all these pieces together to where then these prophecies will manifest fully, right? You can see it all happening all at once from every single angle for all of these prophecies. But anyway, that's just what it is. Yes, indeed, the world is heading towards war, because it's Bible prophecy. World War III is going to come to pass, And yes, it will happen over there in the so-called Middle East. That is where it will be. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai, Bashar Makal Kodesh. Shalom.